can you tell us how it went? Today's inauguration.
Yes, so this is one of the ways by which the church fulfills the Great Commission to go out to create more dioceses, reach out where you have a bishop closer to the people, and so being able to minister more closely and more effectively. So we thank God for Nkoranza, which is over 90 years since the church came here, and we thank God that today has happened. We now have a new Diocese of Nkoranza for the Anglican Church of Ghana.
Right. Now that Nkoranza have been created as a diocese, what's next is the diocese expecting?
So now hopefully we have a synod this afternoon, and then hopefully maybe up to the night, and then tomorrow we'll have a Thanksgiving service here, and then we'll see what happens. But hopefully, if we have a bishop elected, then it will take time to have the House of Bishops to approve, and then to schedule a consecration maybe by April. So that by April, if we have a bishop, we're going to consecrate him so that he assumes office. The bishop only assumes office once he's consecrated. So hopefully that will happen.
So now, how will Nkoranza Diocese and that of Sunyani Diocese work together for the improvement of the Anglican Diocese?
So now, Sunyani is on its own. So Sunyani will continue to be managed by Bishop Festus, and I will manage Nkoranza. So effectively, I would take care of, and I will delegate some of the bishops to do that. Sometimes you appoint what we call a supervisory bishop, if you have somebody suitable. And then also you appoint a vicar general from among the clergy who do the daily, day-to-day running of the diocese. But then when it comes to episcopal functions, and then I will be there to make directions, issue directions to various bishops to support and who to do what.
Please, your last words.
Yeah, so we want to congratulate the people of Nkoranza and the Anglicans in Nkoranza, and we pray that come in a year or two, the church will see more visible growth in terms of quality, membership, and growth in terms of quantity. We want more places where there's no Anglican presence to be felt, so that we'll have a bigger number and make a better impact, especially the impact in the lives of ordinary Ghanaians, so that they can contribute to nation building.
That was part of Sunyani Diocese,
yes,
and now it has been alone as a diocese.
Yes.
Today's inauguration, is it up to your expectation?
Very well. We thank God. There are a lot of expectations for the people, the enthusiasm, the euphoria that a new diocese is born. It's like a baby, newborn baby. It brings joy, it brings peace and love in the family and among neighbors of the family. So we are thankful to God. I had a very successful ceremony. We thank our Archbishop and Primate, Most Reverend Dr. Cyril for handling the service so well as the chief celebrant, I must say, and all the clergy, all the bishops, the leaders from the traditional area, Nananum, and we thank the congregation. Very, very supportive and comported themselves very well. And so we have had a very great day. We give glory and thanks to God.
So as a new diocese, the diocese definitely needs a bishop. Who is going to be heading Nkoranza Diocese as the bishop?
Well, in terms of personality, we will not know, but any clergy who has been in good standing with the church in the Anglican Communion, especially in the Church of West Africa, province of West Africa, you've been a clergy at least for 6 years, and then you are not more than 40 years. You could be more than 40, but less than 40 years you cannot be. That's by our new constitution. You can be a bishop. On the other hand, if a bishop who is already, who may already have a diocese, may decide that he wants to come and be the Bishop of Nkoranza, that is also allowed in our constitution. We have what we call translation. But before then, he has to go through election. The election will be conducted after a nominating committee has been appointed by the Archbishop and Primate. They will sit and select at least 2 people, but sometimes 3. And then the nomination committee will then bring up those names. So it may include someone who is already a bishop or any priest of good standing after 6 years in the ministry and not less than 40 years. You can be eligible for this position.
Right. So right now, Nkoranza is on its own as a diocese.
Yeah.
How will Nkoranza and Sunyani work collectively for the improvement of this new diocese?
Nkoranza is now autonomous diocese, and there are a lot of things as a diocese you can do alone. But we are all going to collaborate and work along. In fact, we are all still in what we call the internal province of Ghana. And after the internal province of Ghana, we are also together in the Church of the Province of West Africa. And then the bigger body is the Anglican Communion Worldwide, with our headquarters in Canterbury, UK. So by all means, there will be a lot of interaction between the new diocese and what we call the ongoing diocese, that's the Diocese of Sunyani.
Okay, that's my question. However, Nkoranza has been now instituted as Anglican Diocese. So what should the local churches that is under Anglican here should be expecting for this inauguration of this diocese?
Now they have their own bishop who will be concentrating on the area we have earmarked as the Diocese of Nkoranza. That's the Bono East region. So all the areas will come under this new Diocese of Nkoranza. In terms of the church ecclesiastia or the church, how we do our things, we have archdeaconries. So here we have 4 archdeaconries in the new Diocese of Nkoranza. One is here in Nkoranza. We also have one in Atebubu. And then the archdeaconry of Techiman. And finally the archdeaconry of Busunya. And they have parishes and outstations in the various archdeaconries. So they will have a new bishop, and they will be concentrating on working with him, with Nkoranza as the headquarters, and St. Barnabas Cathedral as the new place or the new cathedral for them.
My last question would be, what plans does the IEPG have in creating a new Anglican diocese for that region?
Well, we say something in the pipeline. In 3 weeks' time, I think 16th December to be specific, there will be another diocese to be created in Tema, the Diocese of Tema. But apart from that, we also know and hope that going forward, other dioceses may come. We started as one diocese, the whole Ghana. There was then Diocese of Accra. Then we had Diocese of Kumasi coming in. Then we had 4 more dioceses. Then in Koforidua and Ho, Sekandi, and then we also have later on, during those times we had Sunyani and Tamale together, and also Cape Coast. But furthermore, we have division in Tamale and Sunyani. We have division in Koforidua and Ho. We have division in Ashanti, Kumasi, where we had Mampong Diocese. And we have had Yoso also coming from Sekandi. And we also have another diocese in Dunkwa coming from Cape Coast. So starting from one diocese, now we have 12 dioceses. And Tema will be the 13th diocese. And definitely we hope going forward, with God's grace and the church multiplying, we may have more dioceses in the country.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.